Welcome to SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. In this episode I'll be reviewing Sierra Nevada Bigfoot Barleywine Style Ale, 9.6% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled by the Sierra Nevada Brewing Co of Chico, California in the United States. Now this beast of a beer was first introduced in 1983, believe it or not. Now with it being the second last day of 2012, I thought it fitting to review the 2012 vintage of this cult classic from Sierra Nevada. I've never tried it before, but I usually find their brews to be really impressive. So without further ado, let's crack it open and make an assessment. So I'll grab the old Kegworks bottle opener and the Spiegelau tulip glass, which I love so much, and I'll pour it out, getting some nice smoke there actually. Hopefully the camera is picking that up. Right, so just giving it a relatively gentle pour. Okay. Okay, so let's make an assessment of the appearance, as we always do. Well, the appearance is a very dark amber, copper colour, with just a little over a finger of head, nearly 2 fingers of like beige head, you could say, that looks quite frothy. All right, so onto the aroma. Okay, well, as expected, there's a strong smell of hops there. I'm picking up a lot of pine and some citrus and passion fruit. Further in the background, there's some rich, bready, caramelly malts present there as well. But a very pleasant aroma actually. I hate to sound like a broken record, but yeah, sniffing beers, as I do, yeah, I mean, you do, sometimes encounter some really sort of pleasant aromas, yeah, but of course that does compel one to actually drink the beer. So on that note, time for the taste test. So cheers to you all, and a special cheers to Paradox. Alright, well, the taste is much like the nose. Up front, it's a big hop explosion at first, but, then you start to taste, those malts, that have some nice, rich, bready, caramelly flavours. Anyway, on that note, I do need to have another gulp. Well, as expected, it's quite bittersweet, and, it does balance out nicely though. But, the taste is, really delicious, and it has a nice sort of, syrupy quality to it as well. And, surprisingly, the alcohol is quite hidden. Of course, its drinkability and sessionability, isn't very high, due to its ABV and just, how rich it is. Also the price point does let it down, particularly here in Australia as well. But it's still well worth picking up a bottle, if you can find it. Well, before I, give it a score out of 10, I do need to have another gulp. So delicious. Alright, well, in conclusion, it's a superb brew and well worth checking out, and did make for a very nice end to, 2012, the, 2012 finale, you could call it, for SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. Alright, so, what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Well, I think it's deserving of a 9 out of 10. I don't, find it to be mind-blowing, but, it's a very solid brew, And like I said, well worth checking out. So there you go, 9 out of 10 for Sierra Nevada Bigfoot Barleywine Style Ale. So sadly, that does bring us to the end of yet another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. So until next time, fare thee well, and see you all in 2013.